In this video, you're gonna see me interview a songwriter that made $6,500 in his first 2 weeks selling high ticket. His name is Andrew. He's based in LA, Los Angeles, California, and he was making $13,000 a month from his placements. But in his own words, he just felt like it wasn't real. He wasn't in control of his income. It was up and down, very sporadic. And he came to me joining the inner circle, seeking help on how to sell his services for high ticket prices for over $3,000 working with artists. And most importantly, watch exactly who he became, not just how much money he earned. Welcome up, my brother Andrew.
What's good?
First off, for the people that don't know you, like people also might not know me, Andrew is an amazing songwriter based in LA, and right now it's your first month in the inner circle, right?
Yeah.
But and like honest to God, Andrew is one of my favorite clients to work with. Number one, for his creativity. Second, for his prowess. It's very his attention to detail is something that I fucking look like. That's exactly what I have, and like I love seeing that in people. That's how you know people are getting the most, not just out of their career, but out of life. So I think that was around. You made $6,500 in 2 weeks being in inner circle, right?
Shit is insane. First week. This
Yeah,
first week was 1,500. The second week was like 5K.
that's crazy. But like, okay, just walk us through the people that are watching this. Andrew, before he got in, like give us a little bit more about your story.
Okay. I've been making music for 10 years at this point. I wrote for like 8 years and then I recorded artists. I ran a studio in Chicago for 2 years and I was recording people day in and day out. I've been getting a lot of placements lately, the past few years. I would say this year my placements really picked up. And before I joined the inner circle, I was like steady around 13 to 15K a month just off like placement money, but honestly, it didn't feel real. And I was looking for the next thing that I want to build because it stopped like satisfying me. Um, so I just started looking and then I came across, one of your videos.
Mm-hmm. And like when you say it didn't feel real, because like a lot of producers go through this where, like I used to be that. Like we royalties come in, and then like I don't know what the fuck they calculate it based on. So I'm like, okay, will I have money the next quarter, or will I not have money? Like I genuinely don't know. I see the streams going up, but the paycheck going less. Like I don't know. What do you mean? Like it doesn't feel real?
It like, because my first check from royalty was like 4K. And that first check was like insane. I remember like running out of the house like barefoot because my mom was walking the dog at the park. I just ran for like 5 minutes to the park. I was barefoot. It was an afternoon. I told her we're going out tonight to eat. Like I like music is working out now. But after that, I just feel like because your career, like your identity doesn't really change as a producer. Like from making 5K to making 10K from royalty alone, you're still doing the same thing. Your routine doesn't change. You're waking up, you're making beats, and you're eating all the junk food like a fucking degenerate, and then you're sending shit out. Like not a lot has changed about me, just like going from 5K to 10K, and like I just I was making 10K, but I didn't feel like a 10K earner. Um,
Hmm.
and I spend honestly not a lot of time on making music. I'm very particular about like what I make, but when I make sure it's a hit. And then so I wasn't spending a lot of time. It wasn't like I'm working 10, 12 hours a day. So I think a lot of it also was like guilt because I felt like all of my peers are out like working and they're like grinding at Targets or Walmart and they're working 10, 12 hours a day and then they're barely making ends meet. And then meanwhile, I'm here like kicking my feet up. So like I think a lot of it was guilt as well that I didn't feel like I'm fit or I'm deserving of what I'm making. Yeah, that's what I meant by unreal.
And this feels very familiar and very relatable, like for the producers that are watching this. Like a lot of times when it comes to making money off your music, it just like, you gotta realize people don't know what they don't know, and like they don't have that control. And like once you got in the inner circle, and like when I was coaching you, honest to God, it just felt like I was just you had a puzzle, and I just kept plugging in the pieces, but you had the idea of it, but you just that little tids and pieces of it. That was what was missing, and like every single one on one, it just felt like there wasn't any friction between you internalizing the process. It's just like, oh, I knew this was supposed to happen, but I just didn't know how to do it. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes,
That's what
yes.
I felt like from my end, like working with you one on one. And like before you got in the inner circle, what idea kind of did you have of it, and what shifted after you got in?
I think um I thought people were gonna be less like friendly with each other. Honestly, I feel like because we're here to make money and like producer here to make money and when like my past experience with producer trying to, fight over splits and fight over royalties, like that has never been a good experience with me. So I felt like everyone's just like, gonna be looking out for themselves and people are not gonna really gonna talk. Um and
Fucking
I
battle royale in there.
yeah, exactly. Because that's what I know, right? That's my experience. That's what it has been so far. And I don't have a lot of friends who are like also producers just because like that's how I feel. Because friendship is very important to me. And if it's not that sort of connection, I kind of like draw distance. Like I like to keep genuine people around.
Perfect. Yeah, a lot of things that about the inner circle, even the people that are not in it, they complement the community aspect of it. Like we have a very strong knit community.
For
Like
sure.
you fit in just like it was so quick. It didn't feel like it felt like you've been here for a fucking since it started like a year ago.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
but which is I fucking love that. So like for you specifically, what do you feel like has shifted? Because I know you mentioned that money didn't like your income didn't feel real as a producer. It just felt like you had guilt around it. You didn't know how to control it, and you weren't the 10K a month earner. Right
Mhm.
now, you're just finished building up the assets for you to actually get there. We know for a fact 10K is fucking, excuse my language, dick and balls compared to your potential. What shifted for you after you got in the inner circle? It's been 28 days. What shifted?
So I think right away was how I approach conversations and how I consider work opportunities and like collaborations. Um, One of the biggest thing is understanding the value of my work and understanding how much impact I can make in my clients in other people's life, not only the artists I work with, but also my peers. That has made me take a lot more pride in what I do. And I see myself as someone who is providing value. And then the other thing, this is gonna sound like really meta, but yesterday in the evening, I just had a moment. I was sitting in my bedroom, I was saying my prayer, and like I was just taking a moment to be very grateful of everything that I've been given because I realized on the one-on-one we had the other day, you were talking about like, oh yeah, I realized there are moments like this is my dream life. This is what I've been always dreaming to do. And that really stuck with me. And I took a moment to reflect and thought about, yeah, everything I've asked for as an 8-year-old, I have it. All of my work, all of my streams of income are only consist of things that I like doing. And I wake up every day, just work on branding, work on music. I don't have to worry about anything else. And I take pride in that. And like this yesterday was the first time when I was saying my prayer after I said like all the words that like how grateful I am of everything, all of my current position, everything that I've been given. That was the first time I realized I'm asking for more, not from a place of lack. I'm asking for more, not from a place of, I'm asking because I don't have it, but I'm asking because mentally I'm already there. I feel like a 50K a month income earner. I'm asking because I know that is just who I am. And that's what the universe is, or what God is in, whoever's own word. So that felt very unreal to me. But ever since like that moment, I like I just you know how like when you're like dizzy or whatever and you have a concussion and you see like different multiples of things. And but I felt like that moment different versions of me just merged into one and I just feel very very aligned. But yes, that's like one of the biggest like mindset shift.
What you just said right there, my mindset coach a year ago, her name is Laura St. John. That's how you recognize you're literally living your purpose. When there's like zero, like what just happened to you yesterday is like you just realize this is who you are, like this is what you're meant to be. Like imagine if you put Cristiano Ronaldo as in like on a fucking random Amazon job that he's working, that's it's paying him money, but it's like would he be Ronaldo? Like, are you gonna be Andrew, like the Andrew that I know that everybody will fucking know?
Mhm.
That version of Andrew changes people's lives, makes shit ton of money, which is just like it's not the end goal, it's the means to the end goal. And like a lot of people go through life not realizing what you just had, which is like you're not doing it out of lack, out of like, I need to get this to prove to myself that I'm that. No, it's like, bitch, I know I can defeat this. I want to defeat this. Let me have it.
Yes.
That energy switch is like between difference between an A player, a winner, and just like somebody who's less life happen to them. And I love that. Like genuinely that resonates with me, bro. Um I fucking love it. So do you feel like and you don't have to give me the answer that I want. Do you feel like, honest to God, the inner circle mentorship, one with me, was worth it?
I should have paid double, probably triple. That's
Okay,
how I feel.
the
Uh,
fine though. Why?
So, one is friendship. I've like met so many friends since like joining the circle, and it's if you're a music producer, you'll know this. Like, it's very particular. Your humor and the way you see things. There are things about the industry that no one else will understand. Like even your classmates, people who go to school together with you, they're not gonna be able to understand that when it comes to placement and content and all of that. And it's so nice to have a group of people that speak your language, but at the same time who are outperforming you in a lot of ways. That's inspiring to me. Um, and so that's one of the biggest aspect is community. I've like one of the things I came into this with was yes, I wish I had more community because I only had like two other producer friends who's really out here doing it. And the other one was really mentorship. You changed a lot of how I see things and how I think. I cannot thank you enough. Changed my life, honestly. And I know I'm saying this now, but probably 10 years later, when I'm looking back at this moment, it will be even more significant than how I see it now. And I've always wanted to do sales, and but everything I see is just, oh, how to do real estate, how to do automobile, how to, and then I finally came along, yo, Antar is doing high ticket sales with music. This is amazing. I can learn sales and I can learn from somebody that speak my language. Come on.
Yeah, man, that honestly means a lot to me. So thank you for that, brother. You also got to realize you're the one that's changing your life right now. So I'm very happy to just participate in that. I'm the guide. You are the hero. And I truly love that. And I remember your action to like your voice message after you closed the first deal. Bro, I had the biggest. It's the most like people that are in business, they will realize this. It's one thing to make money, it's one thing to make sales, to close people. It's really another thing to see people like literally changing in real time. And it's like
Yes.
me getting to do that. When I told you like I'm living my dream life, this is literally my dream life. This is what I can you can see it in the conviction of my voice when I talk. Like you telling me I changed your life, which is like that's all you, by the way. And I'm very thankful to even be in the position to receive that. Like that to me, that shit could, you know what I mean? That touches me. That's the thing that I aim for. That's the thing that I want. And money at the end of the day is just a commitment. But walk us through, how did you feel after your first closing call and you just like got that fucking payment?
I was outside on the side of the road at a cafe and I was outside enjoying the summer. I'm not gonna lie, bro. There were so many people walking around, but I shut my laptop and I just started jumping up and down. I was so happy I couldn't like control myself, bro. I was jumping up and down. I was wearing the same thing with like all the fancy like formal stuff. I was like super formal looking, looked like a banker out of the finance district. But I was jumping up and down. I was screaming. I was beating my chest because I've never experienced that before. I have never experienced that before, and I it wasn't just the chemicals. I felt something changed in my head where I like went from someone who haven't done it to someone who has done it. Like it was insane.
Yeah, that's the I don't know. But like, I love that. I genuinely love that, brother. They felt like it's like you closed, you just exited a company or some shit. That's what bro
Yes.
probably thinking.
Yes.
And the people that are watching this, Andrew is very meticulous when it comes to his outfits on sales calls. So he was wearing a white shirt with a blazer, I think, or like a vest.
Yeah, like a vest.
Yeah, so you do fit like you just exited a company and fucking, you know what I mean? So like,
Yes.
I'm very happy. Okay, one last thing. What would you say to somebody who's watching this, a producer, songwriter, engineer, watching this, wanting to start high ticket sales with music, wanting to sell, but they just can't get themselves to just really do it. They don't believe me, whatever reason. what would you say to them? Like they're on the fence right now.
This will probably be the best investment of your life that you can make if you're passionate about making sales, learning how to sales. Um, this will be one of the most crucial important because if you're looking for a mentor, you want someone who's in the corner for you, not only to look out for you statistically, how much number you're doing, keeping you accountable, but you also want them to be there for you spiritually, like seeing and understanding where you're at mentally and actually care about that. Um, if you're looking for someone like that, Antar is the guy. And like I cannot stress this enough, but you need a community. If you're doing this alone, yeah, you could probably watch all the videos on how to do high ticket sales and try to build a system yourself, but you need a community of people that's doing the same thing as you, performing better than you, inspiring you, and keeping you accountable. And if you just want more friends and ask questions and build together, this is the place.
Okay. Okay. Andrew, brother, it's only been a month, but it's been one of the best months in 2026 working with you. Like it's very fun to work with you, honest to God. With that being said, brother, if you're watching this video, if you're a producer, engineer, songwriter, and you want to make money off your music, actually build a brand and know how to fucking sell high ticket and not just play the numbers game. We're like, stay consistent, fuck that shit. Actually start making real income where it's inputs and outputs. You're not guessing shit. I will leave a link down below. We will see if it's a good fit. You can definitely apply. Other than that, Andrew, you're an A player, bro. You decided to get in the inner circle. You decided to apply my guidance with faith. You decided to resonate with the things that I teach and I talk about. You are the person that changed your life. I am the person. I'm just like your Egyptian mirror. I'm like, just view me as that. But thank you so much, brother. Like, honest to God, like this shit. This is why I fucking wake up. Alhamdulillah. Uh,
Absolutely.
and yeah, remember, things only work out when you do. Okay, so we're finishing off the call, and Andrew mentioned something very deep and very personal that he wanted to share with you guys. So, um, the video is not ending. So, Andrew, what did you want to share?
This is what having a mentor and having accountability does for you. 4th of July, I was by myself. All my homies are out of town. And I was just walking. I was like, let's get fucked up tonight. And I was walking to the gas station to buy some liquor. But, like that image of you with the action, should put the image right here. Like that image just popped into my mind. And me remembering that I have VSL I gotta do. I have like things I gotta do for building out my offer. And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna go get the drink. I don't think that's a wise decision. So I just turned around, went home, and focused on what I was gonna do anyway.
I love that, bro. And I'm Muslim, so like I love that even more. You know what I mean? You're always making, yeah,
Yes,
stay halal, bro. Stay halal.
yeah. It doesn't even matter what religion you are. Like it's just spiritually being, watched over by someone who's like actually care, who genuinely care. Because there's a lot of people out here that does sales that has zero moral ground where they like anything flies. So that's one other thing that I really appreciate about this community.
I love it. And yeah, what you just said, I had to learn that obviously from there's only two ways that you learn in life, either by seeing how to do it and seeing how you do not want to feel if you were in that position. Most of my life, man, to be honest, like even with the way like every single brother in the inner circle, like if you even if you notice, like I don't view myself as like this, oh, big dog. And it's like, no, we're all brothers. I'm a fucking brown belt. You guys are like somersault, but like we're all equal. Nobody's better than the other. Um, that's kind of my view of it because I don't want to create something that I'm not better than people. Like when it comes to skills, marketing, I'm with you on every single thing. But it's very important to realize that everybody's important. So I didn't feel that whenever I started having mentors and I truly looked up to, like I genuinely wanted to be that, wanted to find that in people. It just wasn't familiar. It wasn't. It's almost like this shit started to feel like school. That's why I'm very meticulous when it comes to the inner circle community. But yeah, thanks for sharing that. And yeah, guys, this is the second outro. Remember, things only work out when you do.